Well, I grew up in Ottawa, and I was always really interested in telling stories. And at a very young age, realized that I really liked to entertain as well. So I was in Ottawa involved in theater and in various sort of local theater groups. And then my parents were briefly separated, actually, for a time when I was around 11. And my mom lived in a place where we only got the local TV station, which was CJOH. And that station happened to produce a kids show called You Cant Do That on television. And that was the first time that I was exposed. I was like, watching the cartoons in the morning up until that point. And that was the first time I was exposed to this crazy, totally politically incorrect show that made me laugh my ass off and made me happy on so many levels to be a kid and I felt a sense of freedom just watching it. And I remember in that moment saying, I can be on that show. And then just by accident, I we contacted a theater group called Ottawa Little Theater, and I wanted to apply to be in the group. And they said, well, we're not running the theater group anymore. We focus our attention on this show that we produce called You Cant Do That on television. And so I was actually on the phone. I was like 11 on the phone, and my mom was standing there. And at that point, my mom took over and was, what's going on? And so the producer said, well, they put her through to the producer, and the producer said, well, if Adam wants to be on the show, have him write a letter. So I wrote a letter to him. He doesn't remember the phone call. I wrote a letter to him basically saying why I thought I should be on the show and that I could do an impersonation of W.C. Fields and Carol Channing and all the people that Rich Little could do. And that earned me an interview, and then I got on the show. There was no audition process. No, I went in, I had an interview with him, and he actually gave me the audition process, I suppose, was he gave me a script and said, can you read this sketch? And so I read the sketch, and he was like, oh, that's quite funny. Okay, you can join our drama class. And, and so I joined the class. But I mean, I watched the audition process for other kids, and it was like an open casting call of literally hundreds of kids would arrive, and Roger would just stand outside, and there would be a group of people helping. And first there was the height requirement. If they were over a certain height, they couldn't get on. And then they had these little reading cards, and if they couldn't read the thing right away, they were gone. And then so it was just like this sort of was reduced to basically a group of about 50 by the end of the day, and then from there probably about 10 kids made it to the drama class, but I didn't have to go through any of that. Slime was it was like warm oatmeal being poured on you. That's what it was. It was like, I think it was cream of wheat, oatmeal, and shampoo and food coloring. It was we were paid $50 extra when we were slimed, so it was like this bonus pay, so everyone was happy to get slimed. Oh yeah, Alanis was great. I mean, it was great because even back then when she was 11, she was playing us her demo tapes, and we were like, whoa, you're talking about things that I haven't experienced or thought of. Like, she was pretty mature for her age, and she was very accomplished already. You could tell she was incredibly talented, and she was an incredibly talented actor, and she was an amazing singer even then, like when she was 11. Well, I'm in a film called The Adept. It's directed and written by Adam Stern. And Adam Stern does the special effects for a hit show called Continuum. His company does the effects for Continuum. And what drew me to the project is his understanding of story and characters, and that we were just talking about this at brunch, and how effects aren't just for the sake of making something glossy or making something pretty or action packed. It's to contribute to the story. And so this is the Adept is about basically the two scientists, this couple, this husband and wife scientists who open up, through their work, open up this doorway into the possibilities where you're not sure whether, it's basically, it shows the cross between what could be magic and what could be real science. And it sort of alters their realities forever. I'm working on, I'm directing myself actually. I'm doing some commercial work, and I'm developing couple of my own shows as a writer. And as an actor, I'm about to start production on a movie called The Dater's Handbook for Hallmark. It's a funny script. But this is a great film. It's The Adept is a really great film because it's a quick, short, 9 minutes, but it's beautifully shot, and it's the kind of the dialogue that occurs between the two actors, between the two characters, is just really genuine and loose. And the way that the special effects are then enhance the story makes it actually a real magical experience.